we go.
This is the lead superstar, Sebastian Cage.
I haven't been able to call a Sebastian Cage match in quite some time. Welcome back to Ace, Mr. Lit Superstar. This kid's a former Fight for Flight champion and has had potential checked off on him for quite some time. We can only make a living on potential so much. He has to win his return tonight.
Cage making his return here to Ace. This kid can move, this kid can fly, this kid can, there he goes, showing off.
He's got swag, he's got style. He's also got attitude.
Well, where he's a former champion, so is his opponent.
You know, a lot of people in Ace compare this kid to what Sebastian Cage has become in his career. This might steal the show here.
This one has all the potential.
Here we go. Here comes Josh Glyde, who had awakened. Josh Glyde had a bit of an attitude change from the last time we seen him in an Ace ring. He was the Fight for Flight champion in 2014 and 2015. Took some time off, got his mind right, got his body right, but with getting his mind right, he got a bit of an ego issue about him. So what you're gonna see right here, after last month, Josh Glyde and his continued descent into arrogance.
It's only ego and arrogance if you can't back it up, and Josh Glyde, he is a man who can back it up. He has all the tools. Both of these men do have a champion pedigree. These guys are definitely names that come up when we talk about the titles here in Ace. Things like Fight for Flight, things like even Diamond Division. You know, victories really do add up. These guys want to end 21.
Josh Glyde looking to take his time here. Not to roll out, but Nick Shin, the referee, actually had him stop. And the bell sounds, here we go, and now Glyde goes to the floor.
Playing the mind games.
Glyde looking to make sure Cage goes at his pace, not at Cage's pace.
Oh, Cage, though, coming out the outside chasing. No!
Glyde right on the attack, glided right into that boot, right to the...
Lured him right into the trap.
Sebastian Cage. First time he's been seen in Ace since post-pandemic, so it's great to see him here. Glyde.
Oh, big shot
to the pecs. I mean, classic. I mean, both men are the same height. They're the same body style. They're the same in-ring style. So this is a toss-up. It's like mirror images.
You know, when you like you just alluded to, when you look at these guys, they're about the same. I would, though, give the size and height advantage more to Glyde and the speed advantage more to Cage. But these guys, they're not. Wait, he's telling this kid to chop him.
He's scared. Chop him. He's telling. This is illegal. Referee Nick Shin's got to do something about it. He's scared.
The kid says no. See, the kid's got some integrity.
But this is fun.
No.
Chop to the pecs.
Glyde just taught that kid for free. Usually you have to pay for training. Glyde just gave that kid free ringside training from an active wrestler.
This is unbelievable. I cannot believe, normally a fan would love the opportunity to slap the crap out of a wrestler, and this kid showed respect. He does have integrity.
Deep arm drag.
But Glyde talking trash to the kid was not integrity.
Naps him over.
Scared him half to death to Josh Glyde. But Sebastian Cage just knocked Josh Glyde on his butt.
By the way, don't act like I didn't see you raising your hand to volunteer to chop him. Hashtag unprofessional, John Harder.
That went away a long time ago. I'm in slides right now. Anyways, Sebastian Cage with a dive to the floor, and this is the man we want to see here in Ace. Forearm shiver to the mush. Referee Nick Shin's got to get this under control here. Both men have been outside the ring more than inside.
Yeah, they do have the count to work with.
Nick Shin letting a lot go. Oh, nice kick to the shin. Sweet shin music.
Snap DDT.
Beautifully done from Josh Glyde. Little sweet shin music there. And it follows up with a spike DDT cover. Only two, says the referee Nick Shin. Josh Glyde not happy. He's got that knee right into the throat. Referee not paying attention. He's got to get in there.
I said this earlier. Little abusive power from the referee.
Oh, this referee's calling it by the book. He just didn't see it there, class. He gotta.
And Sebastian Cage has a legal gripe. That was his throat getting crushed.
Beautiful vertical suplex by Josh Glyde, sewing off his bicep.
Now cover, hooks the leg.
Wasted way too much time. Very lackadaisical going into the cover. Only gets two. Could have had three. Snap there. Nicely done. And there's a simple but effective rear chin lock. The energy-inducing hold firmly applied. Glyde really has a sleep. These guys are both Fight for Flight competitors, former Fight for Flight champions. These guys might be looking for maybe Diamond Division aspirations in Ace Pro Wrestling. Now he's got a sleeper hold. He's got, looks like a rear naked choke classic.
Referee's there. Sebastian Cage trying to get these fans behind him, getting up to a vertical base now. Elbow to the midsection, trying to break the hold. Straight rights now, right to the gut.
He breaks it, bouncing off the ropes. Glyde! Ooh!
The spinning heel kick.
Little Savio Vega action, except added a drop kick in for extra emphasis. Cover! Only two, says referee Nick Shin. Glyde with that cyclone drop kick. My goodness. Referee's got to get in there and break this.
Referee with a fast count there, in my opinion.
What are you gonna take? What are you gonna take from Josh Glyde too? First Captain Emmett Payne.
Did you watch the count?
Glyde?
Did you watch the count?
He wants that hold broken. It's illegal.
Hard snap right to the top turnbuckle.
Cage bounced off that buckle, hit the canvas hard, and now Glyde going back to the advantage. Right now, forearm shiver right, and looked like hit him in the ear. That was a right hand this time, punch to the face.
Right across now to the corner does. Cage gets the boots up, able to push Glyde down, rolling through, face buster.
Innovative offense by the lit superstar. Sebastian Cage got to keep this thing going here. He's got to keep the advantage. I know he's taking a little bit of punishment, but he's got to keep on it.
Used whatever speed he could to crawl on over, now trying to whip. Puts on the brakes.
Again, back first into the buckle. Josh Glyde using his momentum.
Glyde's just been abusing Cage.
Another one. This time Cage held on to the rope a little bit more.
Gets up again.
Out of the buckle with a Hurricanrana.
Oh!
Third time. This time his momentum moves all Cage, and Glyde sidestepped him.
Not only did he sidestep, but if you notice, he went up in the air and put all of his torque and just ate him right into the corner.
Josh Glyde, my goodness, this man has become quite the crafty in-ring competitor.
So you're saying he's always been. It's just now he's got that confidence to back it up.
Licking that palm. I don't know if I would do that during these times. And he poked him in the eye. Come on, referee. You got to get in there and call a disqualification. Up and over.
Oh! Big back elbow.
That hit him right in the chin.
So, step up Izaguri.
This is getting a little feisty here.
Could be thinking for a Spanish fly.
No, there's no
Spanish fly off the second.
Oh, I thought that was a pin, but Cage hit so hard, he bounced down, only got a one, and rolled off. That's how much pain he's in.
When was the last time you saw a Spanish fly off the second rope?
Very, very long time. And what a fantastic maneuver, but how much did it take out of the prone body of Sebastian Cage? He took a hell of a beating in those buckles earlier on in the contest.
Referee up to 7 now. If neither man makes it to their feet, this match will end in a no contest.
Glyde up. Referee said let it go. Cage now. Forearm shiver. Glyde staying on. He's got a side headlock. Bouncing off.
He's following him with a diving, spinning uppercut.
These guys are all about the high impact offense here. Cage bouncing off the ropes. Glyde coming through speed. Savant kick to the midsection. European uppercut. Back kick again.
Beautifully executed. Face the knee.
Oh! Lifting drop kick and Cage flipped over. It's like watching two men. If you're facing you're facing yourself. That's what we're seeing here. Diving European uppercut.
These guys are going shot for shot with each other. Sling blade.
Little sling blade action. Only two, says referee Nick Shin. He's got to keep this thing going here. Both men have been beating the hell out of each other. Sebastian Cage trying to fight through the pain in his midsection. What in the world could this man be looking for here?
Springboard. Oh, remember springboard moonsault, but Glyde moved. Oh! Hung him up right on the second.
Using that rope to be a clothesline classic. Great call there. Irish whip. Not really Irish, but running through. And looked like he had a sliding 619 type maneuver. He's from the Bronx, from New York, 718.
Going through now. He's got him held.
Oh, Cage, hold on. Destroyer!
Flipping destroyer. If Cage can flip him over, that could be it.
Only two on the destroyer from Sebastian Cage. Second rope Spanish fly, destroyer. What else does this kid have in the arsenal?
You know, Sebastian Cage is trying to prove that he is a human highlight reel with all these moves. Unfortunately, Glyde has done so much damage, I think, to Cage that Cage hasn't been able to get on top of him with enough to get the full cover.
A couple fans chanting, "This is awesome." Indeed it is. And right now, Cage climbing up to that second buckle.
Fans now counting along with the strikes. Went for the full 10, but I think it took too long.
Riddle me this. Cage got caught in the knot. Uh-oh.
Oh!
Good night.
Right to the top of the head.
Cage is out. Cage is out.
Running powerbomb.
Good Lord, his head hit the rope, I think.
But he's in the ropes. In the ropes, he ran too far.
Right place, wrong time was Josh Glyde. Pin attempt, he ran just a little too far in that running Liger bomb. His head practically hit the bottom rope, and Cage found the wherewithal to grab it. This contest is still going, classic.
Look on Glyde's face. Glyde's trying to figure out what he's got to do to keep Cage down.
Glyde now, picking up the prone carcass of Sebastian Cage. Irish whip, up and whoa, he actually went over. Super kick duck, Cage, oh, leaping cutter.
Just creating that separation at this point now. Cage trying to figure a way to get over there. Glyde did the smart thing though, he rolled towards the ropes. Foot on the rope.
Little bit of a receipt there. Glyde now breaks the heart of Sebastian Cage as he grets the ropes. These two men have laid it all out here for the fans in Teaneck. Cage now looking to try to climb the ropes, go to the high-risk district.
Glyde using the referee to get up.
Oh, Glyde just used that rep and crotched Sebastian Cage. Roll up. No! Oh, come on! Damn! Josh Glyde, great positioning. The referee caught the first two. feet on the ropes, but right after Nick Shin accidentally was used as a crotching job for Sebastian Cage, Glyde rolls him up, puts his feet on the rope. Referee did not see that. Uno dos tres, your winner, Josh Glyde.
Listen, Glyde was merely using the referee to get up. Referee fell into the ropes.
Great positioning from Josh Glyde. I gotta give the kid credit.
You don't have to like it, but the booker's gonna always say that Josh Glyde came out on top tonight.
Win's a win. I'm not happy about it. Not happy about it at all. Josh Glyde, no respect.
Fans right in front of us are showing their disdain.
He is bowing. Golly. Golly.
You know, after seeing that, I really hope that Ace Management takes note that Josh Glyde, going into 2022, he wants to be noticed. He deserves to be noticed.
Well, he's going to be noticed by Ace Management when they call and give him a fine for cheating.
You don't get fines for cheating.
You cheat all the time, you don't. Regardless of which, coming up next, we're going to have a big triple threat contest. I am stoked. I'm excited. Fight for Flight Division action coming up next. Let's take it to our maestro, Cheyenne Ortiz. Such a Dome classic.
Who's next? Ace Nation, your next singles match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming up next after that barn burner we saw with Glyde and Cage. This one's going to be very, very interesting.
From San Juan, Puerto Rico, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Shining Star,
Rey Calitri making his ace debut. This man, very well put together. He's got a swag about him. He's got an attitude.
Which means you're going to automatically hate him.
No, not necessarily. His actions will speak louder than his words. He's talking a bit of a game right now, but we got to see what Calitri's going to do. Don't jump to judgment, Classic.
Listen, I learned it from the best.
You and Mike Lewis need to stop talking to one another. Here he
from the city of San Diego, the Golden Line. This is the Monkey King,
Darrow the Monkey King. We saw him in a very interesting contest against the Caveman at Awaken, and he somehow has summoned the Jungle Gods to come back to face Rey Calitri.
Rey Calitri, he's got to watch out. This Monkey King, he's an educated guy. He's educated in the ring. He's got some lethal limbs we saw last month. But at the same time, Rey Calitri, he's no slouch. The man has traveled all over, hailing from one of the toughest parts of America, Puerto Rico.
Well, it's a commonwealth.
Still part.
Yes, it is. Absolutely, technically so. And we know that if you come from, I'll say this, man, that San Juan, Puerto Rico wrestling scene is one of the most toughest territories from the old school that still exists today. Some of the baddest men have come from that island, including the greatest Boricua of all time, Savio Vega, and former Ace Heavyweight Champion, Jorge Luis Rivera.
Meanwhile, in the ring, Calitri is not being impressed by the step forward of the Monkey King.
The Monkey King's a very interesting individual. Looking for a roundhouse kick, and no effect. Man, his jungle-like instincts does the Monkey King Darrow. Nice combination there. Training with the Cheetahs and the Lions. Trying to make Rey here. Oh, good Lord, he folded him up.
He was trying to go for 4. Meanwhile, Calitri sidestepped and just went belly to back and slapped him right in the back of the head with it.
A figurative accordion, it was the Monkey King there.
Was thinking belly to belly. Oh, exploder.
Beautiful release on that suplex. There's a cover. Calitri only gets 2. Good grief. What an overhead release T-bone suplex.
Open palm right to the center of the chest now.
Hold on to the trunks.
Oh!
Pulls him back. The Monkey King trying to use his jungle-like instincts here.
Back of Calitri's head went right up the second turnbuckle.
Darrow pulling him up by his head, right into the buckle. Right hand to the face. Irish whip, here we go.
Right across, ducks to the clothesline. Big knee!
Oh man! Figurative kitchen sink. That took all the air out of Calitri. Cover!
Notice the cover, he went down with the knee to the stomach before the cover, taking whatever wind was left out.
Vicious knee strike. That's probably one of those vicious kitchen sinks I have ever seen.
Those educated limbs of the Monkey King Darrow coming into play early on in this contest.
Front face lock firmly applied. Calitri trying to get up to his feet, the shining star.
Dragged him up by that front face lock, also had the left arm in the lock. Big backbreaker now.
Nicely done, side backbreaker. And you know, I'm looking at all this new talent that have come into Ace Pro Wrestling, these young kids, these young men wanting an opportunity to shine, looking to impress Mike Morgan, looking to impress Ace Management here. These are 2 more of these guys.
Squatted right down on his lower back now, looking to possibly make him humble.
Make you humble, classic baby. Looking for that camel clutch. That is a very unique way of getting him into it.
Very low on the hold.
He doesn't, classic, if you look properly, he doesn't even have the fingers locked. He's pulling him by his, looks like he's pulling him by his face skin, the skin of his face.
He's got the fingers right underneath the jawline, yanking up at the jawline, variation of the hold.
That might be the most vicious version of a camel clutch I've ever seen.
I think at this point it's the monkey clutch.
Mark that down, classic. You just coined a hold. Reverse waist lock as he went for a clothesline. Oh!
Hard right to the top turnbuckle, followed up with a kick.
Jumping Itsuguri from Calitri. Pulling Monkey King by the hair.
Belly to belly.
I thought he was going overhead. He went side. Referee counts 2.
Gotta say this about Calitri with it. He thought he was going over. I thought so too. He actually had him going over and then twisted as soon as Darrow was off of his feet and kind of torqued him.
Referee gets a 2 count there. Referee should have been looking at that shoulder. Monkey King should have been a 1 count. Referee a little out of position on that, but again, rookie official trying to learn the ropes here. Happy to see this guy here too.
Let's get behind Calitri though. Monkey King up.
Those lethal limbs like you talked about, classic. The cover. No, I thought it was going to be a cover. He's pulling him up now.
Just tossing him to the outside like a banana peel.
He went in between the middle and bottom ropes. Full momentum, classic. Calitri hit hard.
He went right out. I think he might have caught the bottom of the safety rails as well. But no, Mongolian shot to the kidneys, following up with a shot to the head, but Darrow now.
I mean, the Monkey King is so unorthodox that anything is possible when you're facing this guy. He's not a typical human being.
Oh, right
Holy
into the
crap.
rails.
I'm sorry to cut you off, classic. That looked bad. Oof.
Viciousness coming out of the Monkey King Darrow.
Oh my goodness, what a shot right to the guardrails. Ooh.
Do you want us to get a doctor to check on the rails? You're showing a lot of concern there.
More worried about the Monkey King. He took that shot into the rails.
That Monkey King threw Calitri into the rails.
My apologies, I'm flustered from that. You're the broadcast journalist, you saved me, thank you.
Dropkick right to the kidneys.
Golly, this Calitri's tough.
So much quick action in this match.
Calitri now fighting back here. I don't know where he's getting it from. Monkey King with another, just from a back kick right to the midsection. Irish whip. Oh! Ooh, hard. He went shoulder first into that buckle. That might have dislocated the shoulder.
Going for the cover now.
Calitri's taking a beating, classic.
I think Darrow might have been too nonchalant with that cover, made no attempt to hook the leg.
Well, I might not even blame him on that. I think he put enough punishment on Calitri that it should be over, but Calitri kicked out. Again!
Well, he had to shift the whole ring back to where it was on that.
Golly. Monkey King this has been all Monkey King. No, not one more time. This time he stayed on his feet. But
oh, we might have got to the well one too many times. Calitri. Whoa!
Falcon's arrow out of nowhere.
That was a Falcon's arrow that went through the roof.
My goodness, what a battle. Calitri is taking quite the beating here. Fans getting excited. They want to see a winner. These two men have laid it all on the line.
Look at the back of Calitri. You can see these welts already starting to form from those turnbuckle pads.
If victory was in welts, Calitri would get a W, but he needs to get them shoulders to the mat. Both men really throwing it out here.
These guys are just throwing haymakers now up to the standing position. Round kick from the Monkey King, forearms from Calitri. Whole arsenal of shots. Oh, Sabat kick.
Irish whip, reversal.
Ducks the clothesline.
Springboard jumping back elbow classic.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Ah, I'm out of cash.
Calitri could be thinking the end.
Both men really laying it on the pavement here. Irish whip, Monkey King hits hard. Calitri jumping clothesline through the ropes. Schoolboy. Only two, says the referee. Fans finally getting behind Calitri. Oh, Monkey King caught him.
Went for a seated drop kick, but got caught.
Oh. Catapulting to the buckle. Monkey King with a kick.
Monkey King with that rolling inside kick to the stomach.
I don't know if he caught all of it, but he caught enough. Calitri's taking a hell of a beating.
Now Monkey King thinking top of the tree.
Oh my goodness, the tall man on the top.
Big splash.
What a maneuver.
I don't think the Monkey King took into account the low ceiling in the room when he went for that. He had a turn in mid-air, and I think he might have just eaten more of that than he gave.
Great call. That's a great point, Classic. Sometimes we think you never put the low ceiling as a disadvantage, and for especially a tall Monkey King, it's very tough to persevere in that.
Monkey King though back up, he's feeling it. Measuring Calitri. Went for the kick again, got caught. No!
Flapjack into a flatliner. What a maneuver to win that one for Calitri.
Rey Calitri with a wonderful ace debut. Hard-fought victory.
Well, the shining star hit a falling star on the Monkey King, picking up the win. And Classic, I gotta tell you, Calitri took one hell of a beating. He's not showing any real ill effect.
Doesn't matter how you get it done, but that victory makes all the pain worth it.
Absolutely, great point. Calitri winning his ace debut. But the Monkey King put the whooping down. He deserves a lot of credit. This kid will have a lot of attention in Ace Pro Wrestling. Calitri with a big win. As he goes into the crowd to celebrate, well,
you know, when you look at this match, The hard-hitting action. I think Calitri might have got to get some ice for his shoulders.
Calitri got a whooping. The Monkey King gave it to him. And you know what? You can say what you will. The Monkey King brought his A game, but Rey Calitri, the Shining Star, wins his ace debut. But now coming up, I apologize before I had my format wrong, is going to be a triple threat match. Get ready for the action. Here we go, classic Mikey D. This is gonna be an absolute dogfight. And here comes the Bulldog!
He's a native of New Jersey, the leader of the compound, Bulldog Pittman!
You know, classic, our maestro of ceremonies here, Cheyenne Ortiz, me and him had a conversation when it came to Bulldog Pittman, and I told it last month and I'll tell it again. If there's anybody that has blue chip prospect written all over him in the game of professional wrestling, it is Bulldog Pittman. This man has a natural ability, God-given gifts inside the squared circle. This kid's gonna be money someday, I guarantee it.
Listen, he's a hard striker. He can put combinations together. The ring IQ is there. He's got all the skills and the tools. I feel he just needs that opportunity to shine, and tonight might be that night.
Again, this is a triple threat match. This is going to be a fight for flight division contest. And this music means only one thing. The Brooklyn Outlaws in the house.
Introducing number 2. Please welcome from Brooklyn, New York. He is the Southside Knockout Artist. Ladies and gentlemen, this is
Well, Donovan's in the best shape of his career. He's looking lean. He doesn't have any body fat on him. Donovan, the Brooklyn Outlaw, he's done it all. He's the only one of the rare men to be a Grand Slam winner in Ace. Include that Fight for Flight title in there. This man is a veteran in Ace, and he might be the #1 guy. The future of Ace, at one time, Julie used to call him, the future is now. And then some.
Mr. 718 coming right out, getting right into Bulldog Pittman's face.
Donovan and Bulldog, they are nose to nose right now.
Hey, John, don't you have that same outfit?
Only the poncho.
Of every woman's fantasy, this is Love Show.
You know, in that Fight for Flight Eliminator Gauntlet contest that took place to kick off Awaken last month, the one guy that really impressed me in that contest, besides the obviously Prince Akhenaten pretending to be somebody else, was Love Jones. This man's a little trippy, but at the same time, he's got a lot of heart, literally full of love and talent.
You know, last month at Awaken, I heard a fan say this guy's weird. Weird's not a bad thing, kids.
It is not. Being weird is the new normal. He's got a psychedelic vibe about him, classic.
Seriously, just ask Cheyenne about being weird.
If he listens back, buddy, we're just playing. Mikey D might not be.
Triple threat rules apply
There
to
we
sit
go.
next to you long enough.
Might be the king of the multi-man match in the history of American Championship Entertainment. Bulldog Pittman, a young upstart, and Love Jones, who knows what the hell to expect.
He's just here to have fun and do his thing in the ring. Oh!
No nonsense with the Brooklyn Outlaw.
That left jab.
He's lucky it wasn't the knee. Wonderful place to be.
Especially when you're leaving it. Oh, big chop.
Mike Donovan at one time was a young, plucky prospect. This man is the leader of the locker room.
He's still plucky. He's still plucky. Don't take that away from him. Donovan is still hungry. He still belongs. Look at that.
And then some. He's the leader of this locker room. What a agility and speed by the Bulldog, and now here comes the psychedelic fuzz of Love Jones. Irish whip, ducking a line. Oh, reversal.
Love Jones almost looked like tie-dye the way he was spinning. Pittman getting horky. Donovan though grabbing the ankles.
This is the craftiness of Donovan.
Boot to the side of the head of Donovan.
Donovan now rolled in the ring by Jones. You know, let's not take Jones lightly here. This kid has immense talent as a light heavyweight, and he just got launched with an atomic, the most unique version of an atomic.
That might come down tomorrow for the football games.
It's been a while since we called that up. Only two. That south side combination kind of helped build the foundation of whom Donovan is today. Nice kick right to the face. And now Joe
pick the heel now, springing in with a seated drop kick.
Very innovative offense from Love Jones here. The cover.
I'm noticing Jones though is still a little dazed. I think might have been from that Snapchat at the start of the match.
Might have knocked him back in the foot. Up and over. Bulldog didn't know where he went. Jones with a boot to the midsection.
Got him down for a face lock, dropped him down.
Simple but effective maneuver there from Jones. That was very... So only two. There's a forearm shiver from the Bulldog.
Tenacity of the Bulldog though, coming right back, throwing forearms right at Donovan. Donovan breaks the count now, shoots Donovan across. Donovan though put the brakes up.
Bouncing off Donovan.
Spinebuster!
That one had a lot of high impact for Donovan as he hit hard, but Jones not letting the Bulldog breathe. Big pounce! Period! What a pounce from the Bulldog!
Driving him down.
Rocker dropper from the Bulldog. Cover! The wily veteran Donovan. Donovan now. Face first goes Pittman in the buckle. Chop to the pecs. Left hand to the mush. That's that southpaw style of Donovan.
Straight lefts now from Donovan. This is that classic offense of Donovan.
You see a man in that buckle like that, you know what's coming next. Maybe not. Donovan shifting it up, going plan B. Up and over, but he lands on the apron.
Donovan landing like a cat now. Jones trying to get up, but Donovan met him with a kick.
Thrust kick from Donovan. Bring him in. Pay dirt from Donovan. Running left forearm shiver.
The kick. Here comes Jones though. Let's go. There's the classic running cross body.
That's what happens when you're in the buckle with a Mike Donovan in the ring. Only two though, Love Jones. There's another cover on the Bulldog. Only two. My goodness, what a flurry of offense from Donovan. Donovan lining up the Bulldog here.
Measuring possibly for the knockout.
And left knee.
Oh!
Super kick right on the button.
Love Jones now in control. Even though firing back now, these two men going shot for shot. Forearm.
Bulldog ran through it.
Kick right now to the midsection. Thinking suplex up and over with the suplex.
I thought it looked like he had it for a cradle snap suplex. Cover. Only two, says the referee. Impressed by this new referee, he's actually held his own. I don't know what area code he was there.
Oh!
Magnum driver from the Bulldog.
Donovan. Knockout!
South side knockout, the SSKO.
718.
Good night, Irene. Donovan wins.
Here is your winner, Donovan!
With himself as a force in Ace, if he didn't already have that.
Thing too about Donovan, he did the smart thing. He saw the opening. He came in. He took Pittman out by chucking him head first into the raw ring post. Turned around to the vulnerable after that Magnum driver, Love Jones, and clicked the Southside knockout, Mr. 718.
You know, Donovan was a little salty after losing to Cade Lothbrock last month at Awaken. Well, Donovan is back on the winning ways. Big win, but Bulldog Pittman brought the A-game. I thought he had it with the Magnum driver. He did not. Also, shout out to Love Jones. Tremendous job.
Championship!
Throw your diamonds in the sky for this Diamond Division Championship match. Shut up. But this is going to be a big one. You know, you want to go find a way to take the Diamond Division Championship off Darius Carter. You bring in one of his biggest rivals. Here is Dominic De Niro.
Introducing first, the challenger from Brooklyn, New York, weighing at 188 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen,
Dominic De Niro trying to get this crowd fired up. Dominic De Niro and Darius Carter, no love lost between the two of them. A lot of history between the two of them all throughout the Northeast. It's like where one goes, the other follows.
Well, now De Niro's here in Ace, and this man brings the wrestling in Ace Pro Wrestling. This man's all business. That our Diamond Division champion is at.
And Mr. Darius Carter, wrestling's richest prize, the All-Father, man of a million monikers at this point, but he can back every single one of them up. There's the reason why he is the reigning and defending Diamond Division. You post your stuff on a podcast?
Don't. But here comes Carter.
weighing tonight at 206 pounds, earning his own independent. Ladies and gentlemen, your Diamond Division champion,
Darius Carter. You cannot deny the fact that he is truly the standard.
It's worth more than your car, John Harder.
You might be right on that. This man is wrestling's richest prize. He is business. He might be the best hybrid performer in wrestling today. Here he comes as he's on that apron. Wait, making his point. It doesn't matter what palatial estate he stays at. Carter's about one thing, being the best. And the fact that he has that Diamond Division Championship makes it quite possibly the most important championship in Ace. And yes, that's a controversial statement, but it might be fact, not fiction.
Hey, listen, you might be onto something. Maybe we need to have a champion versus champion match to see Darius Carter against #Absolute Alvin. That would be an amazing match.
I don't know what plans are with Ace Management, what they see here, but you know what? This might be the closest Ace same level, on a level like RVD back in the early days of Extreme, made the television title as important as the heavyweight title. It's a very important thing. It's not the championship that makes the man, it's the man that makes the championship. And Darius Carter is the champion. But Dominic De Niro, this kid means business too. He is put together, he's looking to whoop somebody's ass, and that somebody's Darius Carter.
First time here in Ace the Two are meeting. Not the first time though in their careers.
Absolutely, like you alluded to, both men, they seem like they follow each other wherever they go. Here we go. This is going to be a locker room sellout, I'll tell you what. As both eyes are going to be on the best pound-for-pound wrestler in Ace.
It's almost like these two meeting is always inevitable wherever they go. They know each other. You know, something that Darius Carter can get under the skin of so many men. Got the t-shirt. And we might have to see Darius Carter try something different tonight, something different than we've seen him pull an Ace.
I don't think so. I think what you see from Darius Carter is what you get. What you got to do in his case is slow down the pace. And when you slow down the pace and you work his match, you truly, you have nothing to worry about. But if De Niro picks up the pace, continues strike offense, and point there, Classic.
Both men now feeling each other out.
Both men know each other so well, like you alluded to, Classic. Carter a little taken aback here, a little less abrasive than he normally is in the ring. Back into the buckle. Referee Nick Shin's got to get in there. These two guys are going to circle around here. Jockey.
Meanwhile, though, it is the champion's advantage. De Niro has to beat Carter. Carter doesn't necessarily beat De Niro.
You know, I can tell you this, and this is a true story. Darius Carter, at the age of 17 years old, was in an Ace Arena building in Union City. He saw the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, wrestle in an Ace main event, and he said, one day I'm going to be in the main event of Ace, and he is tonight at Rise to Power.
Remember that night, actually, looking back, I do remember meeting Darius Carter that night for the first time. Stepping through now, reversing the hold.
That elbow out of its socket. It's the unpadded elbow of De Niro.
Oh, power.
Just forced him over, said you're going over whether you like it or not. Kid De Niro, man, he's got a mean demeanor about him. But a night at Rise to Power it's been. We've cha-cha'd, we've done it all. But this is nice drop to hold from Carter. Hold firmly applied. Really wrenching that arm wringer, and it drives it down, trying to hyperextend and pop the elbow out. Takes him over with crisp precision. I'm impressed with De Niro's tenacity. A lot of other people be writhing in pain, be crying in pain from a effective hold from Carter. De Niro trying to fight out of it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Talk about things like ring IQ. Darius Carter showing, no, splitting the fingers now with it.
Look at that. It looks like that's finger manipulation, joint manipulation.
Has the knee.
Carter really working over that wrist. Niro rolling through.
Only way to release the pressure. Hooks the legs. Now got full mount.
Ground and pound offense from Niro. Carter pushes him off.
Point out, Niro was doing all those strikes with the left, almost like trying to get the blood flowing back to the hand. Though from Niro after that arm work. Oh, there it is.
See, classic, when it comes to these classic old style type of wrestlers, they don't look for the test of strength with that anymore. Anticipating very Johnny Saint style of wrestling.
Able to get out, by the way, drop to hold, not to cut you off. Picks the heel now with it. Looks like a rear chin lock applied.
You know, Carter and Niro, both men who explore the game of escapology. Stockier than Carter. Now hyperextending both legs. He
gets the arm around, he just dragged him by the chin and back to the arm.
Again, Carter looking to ring. Oh, jacks the arm up. Arm, stick to what works. And again, Carter going back to the hammerlock. Chef's kiss given to the crowd who might not appreciate it, but if you're a pure wrestling fan, you definitely do.
Pin.
Niro rolls of a pin attempt. Carter back to the side headlock. Not a wasted movement for Darius Carter.
You know, something that we can say is that there rarely is a wasted movement.
Carter jumps over. Leapfrog from
the brakes. Oh, cross body.
Beautiful.
Foot up. Here now coming in. Oh, going low.
Nice leg trap. Went for a roaring elbow.
He would connect.
With a roaring elbow, and Niro was looking for that just the same. Carter wincing. Niro not showing the ill effects of that left elbow.
Using the stairs there to just launch himself in a seated drop kick.
And he knew the padding on the floor would take a little bit of the fall as Carter takes a boot right upside. Pecs, the heavy-handed Niro, dropping an elbow now. Carter looks a little worse for wear. He eye pokes him. Referee letting a lot go here.
I mean, it is a championship match.
A little bit of a relaxation of the rules. Because he'll dish it right back.
Carter using the moment there to break the count. Ref was up to 6.
Come on now, guys. Can't win this outside. Hey, come on, man.
Now just being hung over the barricade now.
And a great testament to De Niro here. He has taken quite the beating. First on the elbow, now on his body, and this is Darius Carter's match. This is what I was talking about earlier. When Carter slows the pace down, you're wrestling a Darius Carter wrestling match.
Using the security rails, getting some elevation, dropping those knees. Referee on the outside now trying to get control of this.
This is how it goes. Everyone.
Because I don't like his attitude. Truth.
Yep.
Do we get it? I get what he's doing in the ropes. And now here comes De Niro, fighting back with some shots. Carter took the onslaught. He ate it like Thanksgiving dinner, and I poked De Niro. You know, for me, Mikey D, and maybe you could say I'm wrong or not, I see glimpses of Bruno Marciano inside of Dominic De Niro.
Now that you mention that, I do see that. Oh, the outside butterfly suplex.
Coincidentally, a former Diamond Division champion, Bruno Marciano. Can never forget that man. Carter, butterfly suplex. Like artists use oil and clay, he uses his body and his... Now Carter, De Niro rolling his carcass back in the ring.
Carter immediately there to greet him.
And every next shit. Oh, come on, referee. You got to do more to control Carter here. Snapmare takeover from Carter.
Oh! Having an alligator skin ripped across both sides of your face is not a fun feeling.
Carter just methodical. De Niro's and a lot of these fans, they're just sitting pissed off. They don't like what they see out of Darius Carter. But it's effective.
That's the thing, is you have to be aware. You have to be aware that we do have wrestling's richest prize, carrying one of the most coveted titles in the Indies of New Jersey, if not the Northeast.
And again, Carter just celebrating by his lonesome. His lonesome dove really posing, but he's wasting valuable time of putting away Dominic De Niro.
Now, Carter, if you think about it though, Darius is giving De Niro time to get back to his feet, and it's taking a lot of energy and wind out of De Niro. De Niro could barely get himself up to the top rope. Two standing uppercuts.
Carter now attacking the knee.
Oh!
For Christ's sake!
Innovative offense.
Yeah, exactly classic.
Stopping down the right hand.
Carter not wasting a second. But now he's wasting moments. Every time I think Carter... Referee slid in there like he's sliding into third, only two.
And still, no wasted motion. Immediately grabs the...
And now, innovative use of an ankle pick. Oh no.
Could be trying to break his ankle.
No. Oh. Here's Carter.
I believe Mr. Carter's talking to you.
Yeah, I think he was. Even when he's the most talented guy in the room, he's still an ass. But Carter continuing the onslaught.
Just kicked his face clear out of the ring.
That might be it for Donovan. No, in fact, he has willed himself back up with the use of that guardrail. Niro trying to fight his way to his feet. This kid's got a lot of heart, man.
You know, there's a difference between heart and stupidity. At what point do you walk away to live to fight another day? The referee might actually have to get in there to check the well-being of Niro to make that judgment call if this match should continue or not.
Rear chin lock. Rise to power. What an incredible event we've had so far. The name of the game is wrestling on our main event, and Darius Carter has picked apart, literally piece by piece, Dominic Niro. And you know what? Darius Carter's got a lot of that. He's like a one. Right to the midsection. Niro gets a little bit of momentum and Carter shuts him down. European uppercut. Make that a second. A trifecta of Europeans. Niro with the Sicilian. Snap jab. Chop to the pecs. Carter bouncing Niro off, ducking a clothesline. Shot block! Down goes Carter, he flipped over.
Niro right now, he might be feeling it, but we don't know how much damage has been done. This is
He is taking a beating and he is still ticking. Niro on his feet. Carter blocking that European. Belly to back suplex. Jinx reversed. I don't know you a Coke now. Niro with a beautiful belly to back suplex. This young man has brought it.
Fans now just trying to will Niro back to his feet, but
fans applauding this phenomenal wrestling match we have seen between these two great warriors. Carter stumbling and bumbling to his feet. Niro rip-roaring.
Back elbow, though.
Oh! Running boot! Heel kicks him back into the ring. Only two, says referee Nick Shin. Carter cannot believe it. Darius Carter, I thought he was worse for wear, but somehow.
Come on. This is the best.
Carter now perched into position.
And last, main event of your worthless career.
Carter jaw-jacking with Niro.
He's measuring him. Could be thinking that royal sweep. Oh! Feign the first kick now. The roaring elbow.
That's it. Carter's still up. He's not down. champion! No! Only 2! De Niro went for it all with that cutter! And Carter! Unbelievable action we have in our main event. Carter block into the midsection. About 3 of those perching Carter on that top turnbuckle.
Big knife edge chop right to the chest. Setting Carter up on the top rope.
De Niro has taken one of the worst beatings I've ever seen Darius Carter dish out, and he's still going here. Club to the ribs. Carter trying to fight it.
Oh! Just kicked the foot right off.
Great presence of mind, great presence of the ring.
Now, Carter now. Darius Carter with a statement, an emphatic statement, driving the knee through the head of Dominic De Niro off the top rope.
De Niro tried to block it with his knees, and Carter just division champion.
And he's still poised. He still has his wherewithal to be there.
Oh my goodness, forget the royal sweep. That's just a Darius plant. Gotta get a doctor out here to check on De Niro. But ladies and gentlemen, what a rise to power